Jalen Brewster. I go to City Hill High School, class of 2027.
Morning grinders, 5:30 a.m. We come out here, man. The guys warming up. We here today with Jalen Brewster, top recruit in the nation, #1 D lineman in the nation in the class of 2027 out of Cedar Hill, Texas, Cedar Hill High School. They're doing their south side stretch. You know, so they running back and forth. Like Coach Danny said, shock their nervous system, put them through adversity, make them do something they don't like. Today's episode is building through adversity. You got the trainer, you got the father, and they hold them accountable. You know, they was running behind today, so you know they got them doing their normal south side stretch, but running extra laps, putting extra adversity on them, made them stop what they was doing to come out here and get it in. Because being late somewhere, being late to something can cause a lot of adversity anyways in itself.
Establish a routine in these guys, man. You know what I mean? They come in, do their soft tissue work, foam rolling, activation, stretching.
What'd you say the name of it was?
I call this the Southside Stretch.
Southside Stretch.
Yep, the Southside Stretch, man. Man, I started running this back in 2019, 2020, really COVID, because, you know, we couldn't really work out and stuff like that. So I just run this stretch, back, down, and back, and then I start hitting the block, you know. So I know what it can do for you, man, if you're consistent. Yeah, sure. And I've seen like a lot of guys do this in the off season and see the big difference during the season, you know what I mean? Right, especially my big boys, for sure, my big boys, man.
What is something that his character has showed to you?
Man, his character showed me,
yeah. How long?
Going on 2 years now. Yup, it's damn 2 years. You know, I've been knowing them since they was younger, bro. We always all at the gym in Carrollton. Me and his pops had the same performance coach on our playing days. His pops a little older than me, but Coach Noel, you know, he establishing us just getting that work in every day. You know, with Jalen, when he navigated over here, to me, it's like a full circle moment. Because I asked him, I was like, man, who your pops? You're a big kid, bro. And his pops walked in. I was like, damn, Rob, your dad? And I just remember him running around with a little mohawk, getting in everybody's way. But with Jay, man, you know, through his work, that leadership, man, you know, and that's developed, right? Some people got it naturally, but him, he got it naturally, man, through his work ethic, though. You know, he's not a true vocal leader. I think that's something that's going to develop once he gets to the collegiate level, but, you know, and he's a workhorse, bro.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. That work ethic is slept on a lot, but that leadership role, like, so my biggest thing here at SAGT is focusing on what we can do to help you dominate this level, as well as be prepared to dominate the next level.
Therapy. I'm on the play, I'm tryna score, I'm tryna find a better me. Ain't let me in, I kick the door, you better check my pedigree. If it's by business, you can call me, I pull up, do it and leave. Go and ask about me, yeah.
My name is Jalen Brewster. I go to City Hill High School, class of 2027. Play D-line and running back, committed to Texas Tech.
With your level of physicality, you can't perform, you know, how you could if you were at 100%. What can you do to improve mentally? You know, enhance your game if you're on a long car ride or on a flight.
I would say watching my favorite player play, Jalen Carter. I like to watch him play before I play, or either I call my dad. He gave me a lot of advice on how to take it and what my mindset need to be on and how I need to think before I play and stuff.
We was doing ladders probably when he was about 5 years old. We started doing ladders, we started doing cones, agility work, you know, tension rope, running with the vest, running with the sleds, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of things I do want to tell a lot of people, you know, a lot of people see, he #1 in the country and he #1 overall, all the big recruits, but it's like, people just think this shit happened overnight when it's like, bro, we've been working at this since he came out the womb damn near.
With any kind of adversity or setbacks like that, what can you give to the next generation?
I would say don't look at it as like a step back. Just look at it as you finna come back 10 times harder. You finna be better than you were last year. Just don't even think about it for real. Like, it's just a setback. It's gonna come in life. You just gotta keep going. Sometimes I overthink it, like how like is this gonna affect my player style when I come back?
I'm a
But
big problem. I
I
shine like diamond, X
gotta
my
keep
mama, I'm
working,
just being
get it back
honest.
to normal. Shoot, be better than I was last year.
I'm still going.
This that grind therapy. Searching in the mirror, trying to find a
Once I
better
seen him in Little League running, and you know, I'm like, all right, he got the love. The biggest thing for me was how he gonna adapt with the weight room, and that was the one thing I was worried about. But when I was on the road driving, I'm talking about I'll call him, he'll already be up saying I'm already headed to workout. So once I found out he really got the love for the workouts and the love for the game, that's when I was like, yeah. But now the main thing is keeping him focused and not getting comfortable. That's the main thing now.
with the it factor. Don't it check my pedigree? Don't it check my pedigree? This that grind
Adversity
therapy.
is a scenario, a set of circumstances that you're up against that is, there to stop you from where you're headed, and then your response determines, your character. So you must have an embezzled character, you must have a defined character, professional character in response to adversity. I always say, win, go grind about it. Just whatever you're facing, whatever you're up against, your reaction defines you. So you must respond with poise, resilience, integrity, determination. If you need advice, if you need anybody to talk to, you reach out to your trainers, to your accountability partner, to your accountability circle. No matter if you're in elementary, middle school, high school, college, adulthood, grind don't stop, and adversity is sure to come.
This that grind therapy. Searching in the mirror, trying to find a better me. Finna lap 'em, even though they was once ahead of me.